Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight to the Strat 200. We are getting set for our second race of the season for the Gander Outdoor Truck Series here tonight. Prime time under the lights at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Of course, stage racing for the course of the season. Coming off a second place finish with Matt Crafton in the in the season opener at Daytona last Thursday night, I believe. Last Thursday night. So we're going to pick things up here. Clay Greenfield got the first win of the season in the first race of the season on fuel mileage. He was the only driver that was able to make it all the way to the end of the race on fuel, pitting under that last caution. We'll see if it comes down to fuel mileage again tonight, but we're going to roll right on into this one. Rafael Lassard just doesn't quite look like he's going to have a fast truck for tonight's race. Tanner Gray will be starting at the rear of the field, as will John Hunter Nemechek and Matt Crafton, with no practice or qualifying coming up for the race today. So here we go. The green flag is going to fly, and we are underway at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway for tonight's race with the controller in hand. 30 laps will make up stage number one here in this one. In our Cup Series race here yesterday evening with Ryan Blaney, struggled to even run inside the top 10 most of the night. Boy, Crafton drove it in there deep. 3 wide to the bottom, will contact with Josh Reum as we're going to get through the opening lap of the race. Already Crafton gaining a handful of positions though on that first lap of the race. Thanks for everybody tuning in, by the way, already tonight. Get the chat pulled up here in a quick second. Oh, big wheel hop there by Ty Majeski coming off of turn 4. Again, this racetrack very bumpy. You guys saw it in the actual Cup race last night, but as well in our Cup race yesterday. Trying to pick and determine what line you want to go through. What line is the fastest? What line you want to go through? What line is the fastest? Had that echoing there for a second. Sorry about that. Alright. Cole 88, Jackson Thomas, Robbie Dixon. Gaming Hot Plays, welcome to the stream. Big run on the outside there for Matt Crafton, all over the back bumper of Jordan Anderson, but Anderson and Ankrum kind of holding up Matt Crafton. Oh, well, contact as a 3 wide down the backstretch. Crafton trying to go right up the middle between the 3 and the 22 truck. Oh, man, a little tight off of turn 4 as well. More contact. Crafton struggling to get around these guys right now. Sends it off into turns 1 and 2, 3 wide to the bottom of the racetrack, and here comes Tanner Gray rather, in the 15 truck down to the inside of Matt Crafton. Matt Crafton is the next Ron Hornaday. Well, the only thing is, Hornaday won a lot more races throughout the course of his career than Matt Crafton. Crafton is only one less, or I should say has one less championship than him. Crafton has 3, Hornaday's got 4 in the truck series. Don't forget, the reason why we might be struggling on speed in the early going of the season is because everything is at normal. Our tire wear would have been normal anyway, but the tire grip is at normal now, so as the tires fall off, we're going to have a lot more fall off as well, and as well as the AI cars, their tire grip, or sorry, their tire fall off is also at normal instead of more effect. Similar to how we saw Ryan Blaney start off at the beginning of the race last. Crafton's going to the outside through 1 and 2 here. Something that took a lot of time for Blaney to figure out. That was a fast line, and now he's going to try to get to the inside of Tanner Gray going off into turn number 3. Crafton's got the spot, so that'll move him up to 17th, and these guys are closing in on about 5 trucks ahead of them. But as they battle with each other, they're probably not closing in quite as quickly as they could. Tyler Hill, Tate Fogelman, some of the drivers just up ahead of the 88 truck of Matt Crafton. Coming from the back of the pack, and again with no practice or qualifying, it's definitely going to hurt the 88 team. Big run up the outside through 1 and 2. He just blows right on by Tyler Hill. Big run to the inside into turn 3 to get around Fogelman as well, and now Matt Crafton's into the top 15. Trying to get around Natalie Decker hopefully next lap. So Matt Crafton trying to work his way through the field here, already 10 laps in, and we already only have 20 laps left in the opening stage of the race roughly. Goes to show again, these races so quick in the Truck and Xfinity Series, can't waste any time at all to get stage points, and it really hurts Crafton with having to start at the back, but he will get by Decker this lap as he hoped. Todd Gilliland, Brett Moffitt, the next 2 trucks ahead of him in 13th and 12th places. They're actually side by side now for 12th. And now there is 20 to go in the stage. Crafton to the outside through turns 1 and 2. But so is Moffitt. Crafton right underneath him. He's going to get around him, and he had a decent run there on Gillen, who ran the bottom but was able to clear Brett Moffitt. And how about Matt Crafton now going for 12th place on Todd Gillen, but he can't clear him off of turn 4. Gillen got the top side that time. He'll get the run down the front stretch. Who's the better 7-time champion between Petty, Johnson, and Earnhardt? I think it's definitely a toss-up, and I would lean more towards Johnson and Petty as the toss-up. It's so hard to compare Petty with the era of racing that Dale Sr. and even Jimmy Johnson raced with. I think Johnson and Earnhardt are a little bit more comparable. But I did mention before that I thought legacy-wise Johnson should be higher than Dale Sr. because he's got more wins and he did it in lesser time. Lesser starts than what Dale Sr. ended up having to get to the amount of wins that Dale Sr. was at. Less years in the Cup Series as well. Yeah, exactly, an 11-year span. That's insane. Well, with the championships, yeah. 11-year span with the championships, because he started winning races his rookie year in 2002. All the way up till 2017, he was winning races. Crafton all the way against the top, and he is closing in slowly but surely on Riley Herbst. Christian Eckett's up ahead. Not quite halfway through the tire run, and we are halfway through the stage, so there will be no pit stops in this opening stage of the race. Tim Irvin, welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. So that is halfway now through stage number 1. I think Crafton's going to be able to get stage points if this stays green to the end of the stage. How much ground will he pick up on the leaders? I'm not entirely sure. He's about 9.5 seconds off the lead. And he's actually getting a little bit faster on the longer run. That was something Blaney struggled with last night in the Cup race when we were racing with him, was the long run speed. We were actually losing time on the leaders. And we actually had more of a short run car. 88 car here of Matt Crafton, though, picking up ground, that is for sure. But in every long run, there is a short run. So Crafton will get to work on that race car. First pit stop when he has a chance. Riley Hurst on the bottom, Matt Crafton to the outside through turns 1 and 2. Crafton going to get the run off of turn 2 now. Easily going to get around him. So Matt Crafton inching closer and closer to a top 10 position here. And the feeling of the race truck is definitely there. We'll alternate through the different camera angles for the first time in the race early on. Again, here in stage number 1. Right in the line of Eckes. Trying to get a little bit of a draft there through turns 3 and 4. Crafton is definitely closing the gap. Now to the inside of Christian Eckes for the 10th position off into turns 1 and 2. He'll clear him barely off of turn 2. Actually pulls him off the exit of the corner. He really beat him back to the gas. Lap traffic just up ahead. Grant Enfinger, next driver for position tonight. So watching Matt Crafton come from the back of the pack in the early going of the race. 10 laps left though in stage 1. He's going to try to look for every single stage point he could possibly get here. Billy Kramer, welcome to the stream. Look at the run Crafton's got down the back stretch. To that middle lane there on Grant Enfinger. Going to give him just a hair bit more straightaway speed. Caution is out for the first time tonight. Oh, Ben Rhodes, Storm Motorsport teammate of Matt Crafton, in the wall on turns 1 and 2 to bring out the first caution of the race. And he is not going to pit here, and that might have knocked him out of it. Johnny Sauter, another Thor Motorsport truck, in the lead at the timing of the caution. So we're about 17 laps into the race. And we already get our first yellow flag. Going to stay out, try to keep the track position, and not have to come from the back of the pack here. We're not going to have many laps to go when we go green. And we'll see on older tires if Crafton's got a little bit of short run speed now. Green flag back in the air. He's in the preferred lane on the inside as well. That could help. 6 laps to go in stage 1 to try and get the stage 1 victory. Caution definitely helped Crafton give himself a shot here. Heck of a restart as well. Looking to the inside, 3 wide into turn 3 underneath Chastain and Sheldon Creed. Chastain gets out of the gas a little early there. Gonna get tight. Stuart Friesen now going for the lead. 5 laps to go in the stage. Stuart Friesen trying to get around Johnny Sauter. They're side by side. Zane Smith is in the mix. And of course, you've got Matt Crafton still side by side with Sheldon Creed. His race truck's getting really loose on these older tires. He's trying to hang on for dear life. Top 3 the outside. Crafton drives it in deep to the inside through 3 and 4. They're 3 wide on the exit of the corner. Look at the run Sheldon Creed got. Creed with a huge run. Crafton trying to cross him over now after drifting up to the outside, getting a little bit of a run on the corner exit. Stuart Friesen leads here in stage 1. Johnny Sauter, though, right behind him in second. Crafton with the run. He's up to third. This is going to get close. Crafton pulls the air off the right rear corner panel there of Sauter's truck. He ran a little bit higher. He's going to have a little bit more speed now through the tri-oval. 3 to go. Stage number 1. Can't wait. You never know if we're going to get another caution. Jeffrey Dunn, Ethan, welcome to the stream, guys. Look at the run Crafton had off the outside through 1 and 2. He's going to clear Johnny Sauter. He's going for the lead through 3 and 4. Underneath Stuart Friesen. Can he clear him? He is. But here comes Sauter with the charge. He beat both of them back to the gas. Sauter to the inside. Crafton on the outside. 2 to go at the line. Crafton just led his first lap of the race, I believe. Big side draft there. He almost made contact. Up the hill. Crafton's in the wall. Crafton got into the wall. Boy, these guys are going at it for that playoff point. But look at the momentum he was able to carry even after getting into the wall. Back down to the bottom again. And again, Crafton's able to clear Johnny Sauter. As he drifts up the racetrack, Friesen's coming to the inside. He is there. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go in stage number 1. It's a 3-truck race. Chevrolet and 2 Fords. Friesen, Crafton, Sauter. Crafton with the run off the outside through 1 and 2. He's going to be able to pull down and block the 52 of Friesen to the inside now through 3 and 4. Friesen beats him back to the gas. Friesen looks low. Can't get there. Matt Crafton will win stage 1 here at Vegas. Wow, what a finish to the opening stage of the race. Crafton gets his first playoff point, or sorry, second stage win of the year. Back to the front for Matt Crafton. It took him almost the entirety of the 30-lap stage to get there. The caution definitely helped him. He had a great restart from 9th on those last 6 laps. A thriller to start this one here today. Jackson Pittner, welcome to the stream. Amari P, welcome to the stream. No, that damage is non-existent. Ben Rhodes went for a spin to bring out the first caution of the race at lap 17. And he was way in front of us when it happened and under the yellow when it was giving us the pit options. We ended up getting into him, so there wasn't really any damage there. Crafton will lead the field to the green after winning the race off pit road, and here we go, green flag back in the air, and boy, Stuart Friesen spun his tires on the outside there, but he's able to get to the inside of Sauter. Sauter had the run though. Friesen's still able to hold him off, so on the restart here, stage 2 underway as Matt Crafton is going to set himself with a pretty good restart. Now we know, again, he doesn't have a good short run race truck. So we'll see these guys if they can run him back down. Crafton with the clean air, but Sauter and Friesen are side by side back there for second place. By the way, no adjustments for Crafton made under the first pit stop of the race. Friesen and Sauter still trying to run down Matt Crafton. Fastest lap of the race that time for Crafton, by the way, at the line. Oh, he brushed the wall getting into turn 1, and that's going to give Johnny Sauter a big run to the bottom. But can he clear the 88 truck of Matt Crafton? Not yet. Crafton fighting back on the outside. Friesen waiting behind. Sheldon Creed's in the picture. Gustine, Zane Smith battle back there for 5th. Sauter to the lead off of turn 4. Friesen to second. Crafton back to third. Trying to hold off Sheldon Creed in the 2 truck. And how about Gus Dean with the run? He passed Dean Smith in the center of the corner. He got around the 4th place truck rather of Sheldon Creed there. Man, Crafton got loose in turns 1 and 2, but he hangs on to 3rd. And they're side by side for the lead again now between Stuart Friesen and Johnny Sauter. Creed to the top side. Gus Dean to the bottom. Dean with a big run. Crafton able to hold them both off for now. And now that was his fastest lap of the race. Despite how loose he got in 1 and 2. Felicia Loves Racing, welcome to the stream. In truck racing on a Monday night. Tomorrow night's full race live stream will be the Xfinity Series at Vegas for our 2nd race of our final Xfinity Series season. Start time will be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. The top 2 pull away right now for Matt Crafton. But they battle each other for the lead. They could be getting out much further. That battle is intense up there between Friesen and Sauter. Sauter trying to get back around him. Crafton went to the outside again. Gus Dean almost got to that quarter panel, but not quite. Dean's still having problems trying to get around Sheldon Creed, and now here comes Creed. Creed with a huge run to the outside. Through turns 3 and 4. And now he holds the outside again. That's where Crafton wanted to run through turns 1 and 2, but he couldn't do it. Gus Dean to the inside, but he couldn't get the run on the bottom of the racetrack. Boy, Crafton drove it off into turn 3 deep. For those of you just tuning in, we had an epic stage 1. Battled back and forth. It was a 3-truck race between Crafton, Friesen, and Sauter. Crafton got the stage 1 victory. After starting at the back, the beginning of the race. Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was thinking your guys' races this weekend. And I saw him in the chat early Saturday. So it must have been before the race. He was here for just a quick second, I think, just to pop in. But yeah, congratulations to him. Can't wait to see him back in the stream, and I will get to say it to his face. To his face through the camera. So he finished second, but second place car wrecked, third, fourth, and fifth. So was he running behind all those guys before that? If so, man, that would be hectic. Either way, congratulations. And yeah, Kurt Busch, great win at Vegas last night. It wasn't quite Matt DiBenedetto tear to my eye at Bristol situation from last year, but you could definitely tell how much that meant to Kurt Busch, and it definitely hit home for sure. Just knowing the road and the journey that Kurt Busch has been on with the ups and downs through his career and how much he's overcome adversity in the latter portion of his career. Really turned himself around both on and off the racetrack, and it was definitely a cool moment to say the least. If Blaney wasn't going to win, I was pulling for either Kurt or DiBenedetto. Kurt for the simple reason it was his hometown. Plus it would have shaken up the playoff bubble like it did with him being in the playoffs. Now he's in the round of 8, and then obviously DiBenedetto with the contract negotiations coming up this week. They have until Wednesday or Thursday to pick up his option. So we'll find out if he'll be at Wood Brothers Racing next year or not. And he was going for a win. I guarantee you he would have won that race. That option would have been picked up the next day. But second place is still good. We'll see. I think he deserves one more year in that ride. But her sponsorship's not there. It looks like it's going to go to Austin Cindric, unfortunately. I'd like to see Cindric run one more year in Xfinity. Not that he has to, but just to give Matt DiBenedetto one more shot. Because he did make the playoffs this year, although he limped his way in. He still met his goal one way or another. Now next year he's going to have to put that car to victory lane. Finished third, but ninth in points. Well, hey, I mean, that's still all right. Top 10 points run. Of course, the finish was pretty good that night. I would imagine you guys probably had a short season too, so I wouldn't hang your head on it too much. Yeah, so I have a very bold prediction video coming out for this weekend at Talladega. I'm not sure what day it'll be out on. Obviously, because I'm going to be there live in person. You might actually see that video Wednesday. Because I'm off of work on Wednesdays now. And that's the only day off of work I have between now and leaving Saturday morning for Talladega. As you guys, whether you know or not, I'm supposed to be at Talladega for the Cup race this coming weekend, so I'm pumped for that. Even though Blaney's eliminated from the playoffs, but I'm still pumped. First ever trip to Talladega. Playoff race. It'll be the second playoff race I've ever been to. I went to the Roval last year. But that'll be a lot of fun. There'll be a vlog coming out next week as well, so. So Crafton's really lost sight of the top two right now here in stage number 2. 10 laps to go this time by. He's about 5.5 seconds off the lead. And Sheldon Creed has moved himself into third. He stayed there and is actually pulled away from where Matt Crafton has been. And Austin Hill's now up to 5th place. Sheldon Creed might be the third fastest car on the racetrack now. Nine laps to go, stage 2. Again, no pit stops in this stage, just like the opening stage of the race. Very short. Both the first two stages were 30 laps each. That'll set up a 74-lap final stage of the race. This race is moving along pretty good. We've only had one caution for incident up to this point. Now, Crafton is starting to close in on Sheldon Creed. Every point matters for the regular season championship. Plus, you never know what the win scenario might look like if we get more than 10 different winners on the year. You might need 2 wins. It's not impossible with a 16-race regular season in the Truck Series. And as competitive as this field has gotten over the last couple years alone, Clay Greenfield, upset winner in the opening race of the year. If he can score a top 20 points finish, he'll be in the playoffs. So we know we've already got one winner. There's a good chance we'll have our second different winner here tonight. But Crafton is gaining ground on third. He should be able to get around him by the end of the stage. And he's closing in on Stuart Friesen and the race leader slightly, but I just don't think he's going to be able to catch even Friesen in second. Creed still running the top, so Crafton Maybe not gaining quite as much as he would like. Oh, Creed got stuck behind Jennifer Joe Cobb on the outside through turns 3 and 4, and that's going to give Crafton the bottom. Matt Crafton easily is going to jump up to the 3rd position, and he is catching Friesen. He's now 2.5 seconds behind him. Johnny Sauter, the race leader, who led the majority of the laps back in stage 1, but restart kind of, unfortunately, went against his chances of winning that last stage. Sauter looking for redemption here in stage number 2. Likely going to be a 1 pit stop final stage there, Ethan. Only 74 laps, so. Oh, Mike Harmon all the way to the top. Crafton changed his line to the middle. The last second on corner entry. And it's really hit or miss there between Friesen and Crafton on who exactly is faster right now in second. But Johnny Sauter is definitely going to be the guy to beat here tonight. Only 3 laps to go in the stage. If a caution comes out prematurely to the end of the stage, stage will come to an end. But top 3 positions are going to change. Although the interval between first and second getting a tad bit smaller. Not sure what the lap traffic's looking like way up there. Friesen about 2 seconds back of Sauter with about 3 miles to go. So Crafton some sort of an adjustment coming into this stage. He's definitely going to loosen the car up a little bit. It just feels a little too tight at the very beginning of the run. So we'll try to give us a little bit more speed at the beginning of the run. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad over the course latter into the run. So final lap here of stage number 2. Looks like Johnny Sauter is going to win stage 1, followed by Friesen, Crafton, Austin Hill, and Sheldon Creed, your top 5. Austin Hill jumped up a couple spots there right at the end of the stage. Here's your Daytona winner, Clay Greenfield, 26. He's a lap down already. So no cautions here in stage number 2. Johnny Sauter, as mentioned, will win the second stage of the race. Thor Motorsports will sweep the first 2 stages. Crafton won stage 1 again, and Sauter stage 2. So here we go. Tyler Burbeck, welcome to the stream also. Yep, I will be there at Talladega too. Definitely pumped. Crafton going to add 5% more tape. He's going to drop the wedge by a half a round. And 1 pound of air pressure all the way around. Johnny Sauter wins the race off of pit road. Could this be the final restart of the race? Green flag back in the air. Only 1 caution for incident so far tonight. That was back at lap 17 in stage 1. Green flag back in the air. Look at that restart. Matt Crafton got 3 wide to the bottom. He takes the lead into turn 1. And I mean, with ease, that truck just took off. Look at how far away Matt Crafton pulls down the backstretch, getting up to speed here at Vegas. So he goes full throttle through 3 and 4, still getting up to speed though. Sauter now up to second place, able to fend off Friesen. Sheldon Creed going for 3rd underneath Stuart Friesen on the restart. 70 laps to go now here at Vegas. 88 truck feels a little bit more stable at the beginning of the run, but we'll see. He'll still probably lack a little bit of short run speed no matter what. Stage 1 was any indicator of how this race could go with one more caution. This could be epic, but here comes Johnny Sauter. He's closing in on Matt Crafton for the lead. Crafton's led the first 2 laps since the restart. Sauter with a big run to the bottom of the track. Crafton on the outside trying to get the run. On corner exit, he does. He's able to pull down and block Sauter now down the backstretch. Good thing Crafton ran the top there through 1 and 2. He had a big run. Down to the bottom through 3 and 4 to protect underneath Sauter. Sauter looking low. Here comes Sheldon Creed on the outside. He hasn't led a lap all day long, but he's up to second. What a run he had off the top to get around Johnny Sauter. And now Crafton back to the outside. Creed to the inside. Sheldon Creed looking for the lead off of turn 2. Can he clear Crafton? No, not quite. Crafton with a big side draft down the back. Neck and neck through turns 3 and 4. It's Sheldon Creed beating Crafton back to the gas as well as Sauter. And Sheldon Creed has just led his first lap of the race. And now Sauter trying to get back around Creed through turns 1 and 2. Friesen. Justine still side by side for 4th. Sauter still going for the lead into 3 and 4. And he clears Sheldon Creed, and that was short-lived for Creed. He led 1 lap there, but here we go. What a race it has been all night long. Crafton trying to run the top 2 down. Justine up to 4th. Great run for that team. Just a swarm of trucks back behind where Crafton's running right now. Stuart Friesen on the outside. He's going to get a big run. Oh, man, what a run by Justine. Contact between Friesen and Crafton. They split him 3 wide. Something happened to Crafton in the center of the corner. He had 0 speed on corner exit. I'm not sure what happened there. Austin Hill gets tight. Up the racetrack he goes. What a run. Crafton to the bottom. They're 4 wide down the back straightaway. Racing hard here at Vegas. Oh my goodness. 4 wide. Don't usually see this in the truck series on the restarts. That's more of a cup series thing, but unbelievable. Austin Hill, Chastain side by side up there, and the caution flies. Still can't make it on fuel to the end of the race. Caution's out for 2nd time tonight for incident. Couple of trucks at the back of the lead lap. Angela Ruck, John Hunter Nemechek will pit. Ty Majeski will get the free pass in 24th. Sauter in the lead at the timing of the caution. Crafton's going to get the inside on the restart. We've seen him have a couple good restarts already. About a quarter of the way through the fuel run. The 2nd caution for incident tonight. Been a good race so far, I gotta say, and it's flying by though here tonight. Already only gonna have 59 to go and we go green. Man, we started this race like 35 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago. This is insane how quick this is going. Only 200 miles. Green flag though, back in the air. And from 7th place, he's going to try to nail another one. 3 wide to the bottom. Look at Crafton just take off into 1 and 2. All the way to the bottom of the track. He's going for the lead. Can he clear Sauter off of turn 2? He does, from 7th to the lead in 1 corner by Crafton. It's like he's restarting in a whole nother gear compared to everybody else out there. Sauter to the top side of the track, and how about Stuart Friesen getting back into it again? He's up to 2nd. Crafton back to the lead again here at Vegas. 3rd different time he's led now tonight. Friesen looking for the lead. Crafton went to the bottom to protect there. Ross Chastain, meanwhile, is up to third. Friesen definitely beat Crafton back to the gas, but Crafton holding on. Out in front of the field, here comes Sheldon Creed. He ran the outside there. He's got another big run. He's going for second. Crafton to the top now through 1 and 2. Looking for speed. Friesen all the way to the bottom. Is he going to be able to clear Crafton in the 88? He does. But Crafton with the crossover. Crafton back to the inside. Big side draft. Oh, he drove it in too deep into turn 3. He slides up the racetrack. Friesen hangs on the outside. And look at the run Sheldon Creed got in the 2 truck. As he screams past the outside of Matt Crafton for second. He's going after the lead now on Stuart Friesen. Big side drafting going on between Zane Smith, Ross Chastain a little further back, and boy, Johnny Sauter lost a ton of spots on that restart. Creed and Crafton to the outside. Crafton's so much better in 1 and 2 than what he is in 3 and 4. He can't run the top in 3 and 4 for whatever reason. He just doesn't have the speed on that end of the track, no matter what lane he runs. But 1 and 2, he's gripping really well. Crafton to the bottom of Sheldon Creed for second, trying to get him back. Slide job up the racetrack, clears him. Barely, but he cleared him. Crafton overdrives 3 and 4. That might give Sheldon Creed the run, and it definitely did. But here comes Johnny Sauter, who's up to 4th. He had a big head of steam there for a second. I think he had to get out of the gas once Crafton slid up the track right in front of him. Remember, Crafton losing his race truck up considerably with that air pressure adjustment. Went up a pound all the way around, and then he ended up giving it taking out a half round of wedge. So we'll see how that's going to affect him on the long run. If we get any long runs to the end of the race. And again to the outside went Johnny Sauter up there. Still not quite able to get alongside that 88 truck. His teammate. Oh, he's looking to the middle lane. Crafton went all the way to the top. Crafton just a little bit higher, and that's just enough to be able to stay right in front of Sauter down the backstretch and into 3. Sauter had a perfect turns 3 and 4 that time. Rolled back to the gas perfectly. Sauter's still faster than him, though. That's the thing. Johnny's probably got the fastest truck in the field, but he's back in 4th after a terrible restart. I'm sure Johnny hopes that wasn't his last go at it. Caution's out again. 53 to go. Well, Zane Smith's going to pit. Tyler Hill, a lot of guys at the back of the lead lap are going to pit here. Ryun will get the free pass in 25th, our third caution for incident tonight with 53 laps to go. We'll have 49 laps left on the restart. Crafton's going to hit pit road. No adjustments, a 4-tire stop. So Crafton giving up 3rd place for fresh tires here. He's first off pit road, but it'll be in 18th. So this is going to be interesting. They're just outside the pit window to make it to the end of the race, it looks like. But the green flag's back in the air, and now we'll see how much the fresh tires will pay a factor for Matt Crafton and the rest of the field back here. Oh, man, he almost got caught behind Fogelman, who spun the tires. On the restart, Crafton in the outside lane for the first time on a restart all day long. Look at the grip level he's got, though. Look at the run. And again, tires mean so much at this racetrack. Angela Ruck with a really good run. She's looking at a top 10. And we'll see if we'll stay green to the end now. 48 to go as we're up to speed. Crafted 3 wide to the bottom underneath Tanner Gray, Grant Enfinger. And he's all the way back up to 6th. Good decision to pit there by Crafted, because look at the amount of ground he's gaining already. Friesen, good restart, he's back in the lead. Meanwhile, Sauter is back up to 2nd. He ran the top side, so that's going to give Johnny Sauter a pretty big run through the tri-oval. But not as good of a run as what Crafton's got, those 4 fresh tires. Crafton goes high. Sauter's on the outside right there. Crafton up the middle for 2nd place. Oh, he almost made contact with Sauter, but he squeezed in there perfectly. And now going for the lead on Friesen. Sauter shoots the gap to the bottom. Crafton able to beat Friesen back to the gas. They're side by side for the lead off of turn 4. Back to the line. Crafton leads the lap by inches. 46 laps to go, and it's Matt Crafton to the lead into turn 1. Clears Friesen. Sauter back to 3rd, but he's going for 2nd on Friesen through 1 and 2 back there. Matt Crafton back to the lead on pit strategy there with the 4 fresh tire advantage. It was a good call, and he's still got 1 set of tires left, so that was the main deciding factor there. He had 1 set of tires left, even if he pitted there. We get 4 sets, 4 fresh sets. He's on his 3rd right now. So if we do get another caution, Crafton can still hit pit road for 4 fresh Goodyears. And now he'll control the pace with the lead. Sauter's still battling for 2nd. Now he's on the inside of Friesen. You wonder if it goes green to the end of the race, if anybody can make it on fuel as well. Again, Crafton's about a lap or 2 short. But for his sake, you're going to have to run it until he can't no more. We saw Clay Greenfield win at Daytona on pit strategy, fuel strategy. He was the only driver to make it on fuel to the end of the race. Everybody else still had to pit. Is that going to happen tonight? But role reversal of who it might be. Crafton, of course, finished 2nd at Daytona. Looking for the win tonight at Vegas. We're going to alternate through the different camera angles for the final time in the race at the start-finish line here. 42 laps to go now. The 3rd and final stage of the race. Crafton trying to push the truck here through 3 and 4. He tried to hold full throttle. He's got a big enough lead. He's trying to do different things here with that race truck. So he can't quite hold full throttle through 3 and 4 once they're up to speed. 1 and 2, he knows he definitely can't. A little bit faster corner entrance to turn 1 than what it is turn 3. It's a little sharper angle down on that end of the track in turn 3 versus turn 1 though as well. So a couple different factors on both ends of the track here. But the way the front stretch is here at Vegas with the D-shaped tri-oval. Anthony Hamley, welcome to the stream and congratulations on your championship, Anthony. Heard about it earlier in the night. Hopefully that can be one step closer to getting you into bigger, better things down the road if you so wish. I am very surprised that Johnny Sutter's in third place right now and Reason could have made an adjustment though too under that last pit stop that he had, which would have been right at the end of stage 2. And when will the rest of these guys that have not pitted in the stage yet, when will they have to pit? They could probably take it anywhere between 20 to 25 laps to go before they have to hit pit road after the roughly 7 caution laps we've run. R6, welcome to the stream. We'll stick with the normal camera now to the end of the race with 36 laps to go here at Vegas. Biggest lead Crafton's had tonight, that is for sure. And up until this point, I don't think he's led more than 7 laps. Under green, that is. Slid some caution laps as well, but that was mainly during the stage break in stage 1 after he won the opening stage of the race, and he only led the last 2 laps of that stage in virtue of winning it. With 35 to go. See 1 lap truck way up ahead here. Well, the pressure's off now to you having that championship under your belt. You don't have to worry about it anymore. It's in the past and you conquered it, so. Now, Zane Smith is up to 2nd place. He also pitted under that last caution, so he has finally gotten up there at the 4 fresh tires. He's 4 seconds off the lead. He was slowly cutting in on Crafton there for a little bit. Man, sorry and excuse the runny nose here. I don't know why my nose is running. It didn't really start running until like the end of stage 2 for whatever reason. Crafton's even loose through the tri-oval right now. 32 to go, but he's willing to loosen that truck up again though if he does get another caution before the end of the race. Thanks for checking in there, Tim. 31 laps left so far. And again, for those of you that may have missed most of the race, it has been pressure packed, that is for sure. And it has been a pretty good race throughout. Crafton leads on pit strategy. He has 4 fresh tires. So does Zane Smith. 3rd on back of the faster cars in the top 10. All on older tires. They will have to pit anywhere between likely 20 to 25 to go. So in the next 5 to 10 laps, they will have to pit if we don't get a caution before then. Crafton's got 1 more set of tires the rest of the way. He is likely a couple laps short on fuel to the end of the race from the time in which he had pit under that last yellow. Just 3 cautions per incident tonight. So a fairly quick race pace. And that is why we are flying through this one. But again, don't worry, Xfinity Series action also at Las Vegas tomorrow. It'll be a 200 lapper, 300-mile event, so 100 more miles than this one was. But still a fairly quick race nonetheless. Being in that lower series. 5-second lead now for Crafton, largest lead of the race that he has had tonight, really that anybody's had. He definitely has a faster truck than Zane Smith. He's proved that time and time again tonight. But it's Stuart Friesen and Johnny Sauter, and he's pretty equal with Sheldon Creed for the third fastest truck in the field. Sauter's got the fastest truck, or at least had the fastest truck for the first two stages. But Stuart Friesen has held him off pretty well. He's still about a second ahead of him. And Friesen might now be the fastest truck in the field. Tough to tell for sure. I do have allergies, but I don't know, I feel fine. I don't feel like I have allergies right now. No, nope, not Rona. I've had runny noses on the channel before. Stuffy noses. I do have allergies pretty badly though. I have to take medication daily. Every morning, the first thing I do, as soon as I get out of bed, I either sneeze or have to blow my nose. That's just my daily life. Yes, Packers won last night, 37-30. No, wait, no, I might have had the final score wrong there. 37-27, if I'm not mistaken. I think they won by 10. No, I had it right. Yeah, 37-30. It was a 7-point win. Saints got a field goal, like, about a minute to go in the game, and then they went for the onside kick and missed it. 7-second lead now for Matt Crafton. That's not help full throttle through 3 and 4. And he ran. Truck in the wall. Off of turn 4, right in front of the leader. It's Angela Ruck. Cautions out with 25 to go. Man, that was a scare for Crafton. That was right in front of him. Ruck was able to keep the truck up against the wall without spinning to the inside, luckily, for Crafton. But the caution will fly, and that's not what he wanted to see there. He needed this to play green to the end. And we're going to have a restart with 21 laps left now. 4 tire stop here for everybody. This will be the final set of tires on this 88 truck. He's going to loosen it up more. Half round to wedge. And he'll blimp up. Oh no! I didn't make my mind up quick enough there. Well, Crafton stayed out of the pits there, but I was going to come to pit road. I just didn't make my adjustment soon enough. Well, green flag back in the air. Crafton's on old tires here. This isn't going to work out too well for him. He gets the restart, as he has all night. He's been getting through the gears really well. On for second place. Zane Smith is up there now. Now the good news is Crafton later in the run has a little bit more grip, but I don't think that's going to mean much here. 20 laps to go for Crafton at the line. Zane Smith, though, will likely be the driver going for the win here. Or whoever could get to the lead first, really, on Matt Crafton. Smith looking to the outside. Crafton's truck's just too loose. He's on too old of tires. And Zane Smith, a little contact. Smith to the lead. I just ran out of time. I've never done that before. Oh, freezing all the way to the top. More contact. This guy's trying to get around Crafton as quick as they can. Sauter gets held up as Zane Smith leads. Sheldon Creed is up to second. Smith hasn't led a lap all day until now. Tanner Gray into the top 5 for the first time tonight. Crafton holding on for dear life, hoping for another caution. Problem is, if he gets another caution, he's going to have to start towards the back of the pack. But the quicker the caution comes, the better. What a tough break for Matt Crafton. Man, Sauter fell outside the top 10 on that restart. I don't even know if Crafton can make it to the end of the race either. That caution's going to help him get a little bit more fuel back in the truck, but he was burning a lot over the course of that last run. And again, 4 cautions per incident so far. Will that be the last one? Even these trucks outside the top 10. Faster than Crafton because he's got older tires. And on this track in particular with older tires, that's just not going to work out. Man, he got loose off of turn 4. Rid the truck really sliding around quite a bit. Crafton kind of settling now in 13th. Gonna have to run this out and hope for a yellow. Can't afford to pit under green. Just 15 laps to go though, that's the problem. And Crafton was going to come to pit road that time. I just didn't select it enough. I was too busy making the adjustments, and that's why I wasn't able to hit select in time. So I was going to make an air pressure adjustment. Wow, Crafton got really loose off turn 2. Still settling in 13th, even on older tires. I mean, it goes to show, though, this truck does have good speed in it. Not the finish deserving of Crafton, or for Crafton if he doesn't get a caution. Ran the outside through 1 and 2, keeping Fogelman in check behind him. But if a caution comes out, then Crafton would have the advantage. It was going to be tough for him to hang on to the lead anyway. He hasn't had a short run truck all day long despite the adjustments made throughout the course of the night. But he still would have likely had a top 5 finish. Not struggling to get back in the top 10. That is for certain. Yeah, there's no actual damage. The reason why the right front's messed up is because under the first caution of the race, Ben Rhodes went for a spin in turn 1. And about halfway through, like, the actual caution period, we hit him. But I didn't actually physically hit him. It was the AI. It's still running the straight line right into him. Racetrack. So Crafton going to stay out one more lap here. He's actually pulling away from the trucks behind him, and he's actually gaining a little bit on Jordan Anderson in that 3 truck, but Crafton's going to have to come to pit road. 10 laps to go. He's going to have to pit this time. What a tough break for Matt Crafton in the 88. I think he's going to stay out one more lap. I mean, it's risky, but he's got nothing to lose at this point. No, he's going to come to pit road. He's going to play it smart. On pit road goes Crafton. 45 miles an hour is the pit road speed limit. It'll be right side tires only for Crafton. He's got to save time on pit road. What a tough break. Great race all night, not only for Crafton, but just in general. And this is a tough way to go down. This is going to be a rough finish. He did score a lot of stage points, actually won stage 1. And now he gets the caution. Well, we're not done yet. Oh my goodness. Caution's out, trouble turn 1. Crafton is in the free pass spot in 24th. What just happened there? But Crafton, unfortunately, is going to have to remain. Brett Moffitt, I believe, might be the cause of the caution. He's definitely pitting. So here we go. Crafton's got the 4 fresh tires trying to come through the field.
Be smart out there. Going green. Be ready here.
But he's running out of laps. Caution came out when he was on pit road. That was just a strange situation. So 4 tires for Crafton. 5 laps to get it done. What a crazy turn of events the late going to this race has taken. And Crafton's got to go. He's got about 15 lap fresher tires. That means a lot here at Vegas. He is coming through the field, but he can't waste any time. It's all over the back bumper of Jesse Little off into turn 3. Crafton's got to go. But he's not the only one on fresh tires. Brett Moffitt's also on 4 fresh Goodyear. So he's trying to race Moffitt through the field as well. Oh man, he got a little loose. This truck's had speed all night. Zane Smith, Stuart Friesen going for the lead. What a crazy turn of events that this has transpired here in this one. And the field better look out. Friesen on the top. Zane Smith right there. Crafton's got to go up the middle between Grant Enfinger, Riley Herbst, trying to get back to the top 10. 3 to go. 5 cautions total in the race today, but the last one giving him a shot. Tanner619, welcome to the stream. What is going on here? Crafton's up to 7th. He's got 2.5 laps to go. Friesen leads. Zane Smith still holding out in 2nd place. Sauter, Hill, side by side for 3rd. Crafton to the bottom of the racetrack. All the way to the apron. 2 to go. Friesen's way out there, though, with the clean air advantage. We'll see if Crafton can get there. Sauter's now going for 2nd underneath Zane Smith. Does Crafton have enough time? This is going to be close. Crafton to the bottom of the racetrack to get around Johnny Sauter. Stuart Friesen all the way at the top. He's going to get a run off of turn 4, but Crafton's up to 2nd place. Can he catch Friesen? White flag in the air, 1 lap to go here at Vegas. Crafton going to go to the outside through 1 and 2, but Friesen's up on the top side as well. It is checkers or wreckers. Man, Crafton was loose off of turn 2. Staying in the gas. Friesen to the top, Crafton to the bottom. Slide job to the bottom of the racetrack. Crafton can't get him, and he stuffs him in the wall off of turn 4. They're side by side back to the line. Crafton's gonna get the win one way or another. Unbelievable! Matt Crafton with the slide job maneuver through 3 and 4, tried to clear Friesen, he couldn't. He stuffed him in the wall off of turn 4, and Crafton takes the checkered flag after all. What a wild last 20 laps of this race. You can't script this. Crafton had another shot at it. He should have been up at the front the whole time and on equal tires on that last restart. But instead, he was at the back due to the circumstances under the caution before. What just happened? This is definitely crazy. This has got to be one of the craziest, weirdest races we have had on the channel. But Matt Crafton has just won his first race of the season. He'll lock himself in the playoffs on a last lap pass for the win. As we'll take a look at the replay here. Not really much to see outside of the fact that Crafton on this final lap through 1 and 2 went to the outside of the racetrack, ran just a tad bit higher than Friesen. With the fresh tires, it gave him the run, but look at how loose this 88 truck got right there. He stayed in the pass. Crafton went all the way to the bottom. He was committed. Once Friesen went to the top, Crafton had to go to the bottom. He couldn't slide in front of him. There was contact. They got in the wall. And Crafton wins the drag race. Back to the line. Unbelievable. Sauter almost closed in and won the race himself there on the last lap. A wild finish here in this one. Crafton gets the win. King, thanks for joining as well. I'm sure you were watching throughout. But thanks for being here. And what a race here. 68 minutes total time on the race here. Stage winners. Crafton won stage 1. Sauter won stage number 2. But it was Crafton getting the win on a last lap pass on Stuart Friesen. Johnny Sauter second. Zane Smith in fourth. Sheldon Creed rounds out the top 5. Austin Hill, Chastain, Gus Dean, Tanner Gray, and Grant Enfinger round out the top 10. Wow, man. Unbelievable last 20 laps of the race with the cautions playing late. We had 5 cautions for incident total. 24 drivers finished on the lead lap. And 3 drivers failed to finish this race. Angela Ruck, Tyler Ankrum, and Ben Rhodes all DNF'd. Man, oh man. And we had that one set of tires left being on pit road at the timing of the caution. Unbelievable. I mean, everything just played perfectly there. I mean, you can't, you could not script it. If the caution would have came out 10 seconds later, Crafton would have been off the pit road. He would have been stuck with just the 2 tires the rest of the race. And he would not have gotten the free pass. If the caution came out sooner, he would have gotten a restart midway through the pack in front of the lap cars. So he might have gotten to the lead a little bit sooner. Or if he just would have pitted at the beginning of the time, he would have been up at the front on the restart, and he would have been just trying to hold everybody off on old tires at the finish. It was a crazy race. It could have went one of like 4 or 5 different ways, but Matt Crafton gets the win nonetheless here tonight. Strategy, race position, or more tires. It was a little bit of everything tonight, Ethan. I don't know what to call the finish of the race there, other than the call I gave it as it was happening, because it was just a weird finish to this race over the last 20 laps with the cautions and the not being able to hit accept right before the timer ran out for us to go back to green, and then getting the caution at the end of the race, getting the 4 fresh tires, then the last lap pass for the win, door to door off of turn 4, stuffing Friesen in the wall for the win there. We were not giving that one up. And once he went to the top side of the racetrack, it gave Crafton the bottom to get that slide job. Otherwise, if Friesen went to the bottom, it was going to have to be a bump and run. Unbelievable. That's going to do it here tonight. What a race here in this one. Crafton gets his first win of the season. We'll go Xfinity Series racing tomorrow at Vegas for the second race of the season there for the final race, or the final season there for the Xfinity Series as well. And most importantly, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel for more daily NASCAR content. Hit the like button down below if you enjoyed the race commentary of the video in general. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Thanks everybody for watching, and have a good one.